Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Steve. Thank you for stopping by my channel. I'm just an American guy on a journey to discover my British and Irish ancestry. Today, we're going to be reacting to the coronation of King George VI. This actually happened in 1937. That is 85 years ago. Wow. That's amazing that we can actually see history unfold from 85 years ago when you really think about it. You know, we're the first generation in history to be able to see things that happen that far into our past. You know, it really is just amazing when you think about that. But anyways, guys, I watched the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II, and I thought that was really interesting. It really helped me understand what that process is like. And I kind of wanted to see what her father, what King George VI coronation was like. What was different, what was the same, and just kind of get a grasp on what happened, see this history unfold. So anyways, guys, let's go ahead and check it out. Who had TVs back in 1937? I can't imagine a lot of people had TVs then. 50s seemed like when TV started really getting more popular. So it's amazing. Maybe it's just shown in theaters or something. I don't know.
The day and the hour, and almost king's weather for the great occasion. The rain of the previous days has miraculously turned to sunshine as the centuries-old coach turns out of the gates of Buckingham Palace, carrying its two royal occupants to the most tremendous day of their lives.
That was King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, which was his consort, which was Queen Elizabeth II's mother, right?
They ride, and have you ever seen a more magnificent picture of its kind, or one more memorable, than this vision through the glass window as the sweep of the coach brings the king and the queen full face to the camera's eye?
Wow.
It is the traditional progress along the historic route to the Abbey, lined by tens of thousands of eager subjects.
Started to say, look at that crowd.
King wears his cap of state. The Queen, clad in her royal robes, bows gracious acknowledgement of the fervent tumult of the multitude. Preceding the royal coach have gone the prime ministers of the empire, cheered by spectators along the Mall. And presently, at Westminster Abbey, the hearts of solicitous subjects have been stirred by a brief glimpse of the little princesses alighting at the royal entrance. Here, the Earl Marshal, the Duke of Norfolk, awaits the arrival in turn of each royal person. And whatever greetings it was his privilege to offer is echoed a millionfold in welcoming Queen Mary, whose glass coach has been everywhere the object of affectionate demonstration.
Okay, so Queen Mary. I'm still trying to learn the history of the royal family. Is that King George's mother or grandmother?
The Queen Mother passes within, the first crowned queen to attend her son's coronation.
Oh, wow. Okay. There, they answered that. Wow. So can someone answer, like, why was she a consort, or was she a queen consort, or was she the actual reigning queen? And if so, if she was the reigning queen, How did that work? Did she just pass on power while she was still alive to her son? Because I know that originally it was supposed to be King George the Sixth older brother, Edward, I believe it was, that was originally supposed to be king, and then he abdicated the throne. I'm still trying to figure all that out, but it's really interesting.
So the scene is set for the advent of the stagecoach itself, turning from Admiralty Arch through Trafalgar Square into Whitehall, which alone of London's thoroughfares can have seen greater crowds than today's.
Wow.
Along the road of national homage, where each year the king renews for his country its abiding ideals of peace and memory of those who died in the Great War. Past the cenotaph, in solemn majesty moves the coach, and the charming and gracious pair whom the world delights to honor this day draw near for their coronation.
Church bells. Is that Westminster Abbey? Yeah, it must be. Yeah, that's where we're pulling up to.
The coach stops, and the king alights. The queen follows him into the specially built annex to the abbey, and the tidings that King George and Queen Elizabeth have come to their crowning are signaled by the royal standard flying overhead. And the king is crowned within the abbey, where it is the special privilege of Movietone to record the historic and religious scene. The 900-year-old ritual is observed with traditional fidelity.
Almost 1,000 years old now.
The Dean of Westminster brings from the altar the crown of St. Edward, the crown of England, to the Archbishop of Canterbury, who, picking it up with scrupulous regard, carries it to the king, sitting robed in cloth of gold on St. Edward's chair. In form, he crowns King George the Sixth, and the camera catches those significant moments when the king rests, scepters in hand, crown on his head. The king has been crowned, and the peers of his realm have donned their coronets. In the sight of his family, his peers, and his commons, the king has been crowned. We may imagine the emotions of Queen Mary as she leaves the abbey with her granddaughters, having watched the coronation of her son.
Wow.
Let us give a thought, too, for the feelings of our king and queen, consecrated in 2 hours of ancient symbolism to their great and lifelong task. And as the queen gathers her beautiful dress to step into the state coach, the clouds gather also, as if to reinforce the stern note of the burdens laid upon their heads with the crowns which now adorn them. So, this great old abbey has staged another coronation, and from the sanctuary beneath its tall towers, the procession begins the long drive back to Buckingham Palace. On this drive, the procession is led by a great array of troops, men from every country of the empire. You will of course recognize the Duchess of Gloucester with the Duchess of Kent beside her. Nelson on his column has elbow room in Trafalgar Square, there can't be any doubt that it's the biggest crowd that London has ever known. Queen Maud of Norway and the Princess Royal ride with Lord Lascelles. And when the route reaches Piccadilly Circus, what a spectacle meets the gaze. If you recall that many of these people have waited here for more than 12 hours for their minutes of exaltation, it should kill the old idea that we're an unemotional race. In this return drive, Queen Mary has the little princesses with her in the glass coach, and could a greater stimulant to public enthusiasm have been designed? No wonder that rain fails to still the voice of melody.
Wow, look at those people, man.
Crowds upon crowds upon crowds. You will read that millions were present, but who can determine with any accuracy how many spectators are here today? And all have one supreme focus for their enthusiasm. The state coach brings its happy occupants back home to Buckingham Palace. And those who saw the start of the triumphal progress 5 hours before witness its completion. They witness more than that. For them is that delightful picture of the crowned king and queen on the balcony with their attendants and family around them. With their family. For there are the little princesses on the right coming up to share.
Is that Queen Elizabeth right here? It kind of looks like her. Considering that she would be the oldest, I'm guessing it is.
There are the acclamations.
Wow.
But the king is looking round for someone, and maybe the crowd is calling for her too. Queen Mary is drawn into the family group, and with this study you will wish me to conclude our coronation picture, saying as...
Okay, so, well, let me...
fervently as I do, God save them all, God bless them all.
Wow, guys, that was pretty cool. That was really interesting. Let me go back here. I want to see. Okay, so I'm thinking this is Queen Elizabeth. This is the Mother Mary to him, which I'm not sure if she was queen consort, if she was reigning queen, but some reason stepped down. I'm guessing she was queen consort, and his father was the king. Because I'm guessing she probably wouldn't have, just gave the crown over to her son, before her death, I'm guessing. And this is Queen Elizabeth, which is Queen Consort Elizabeth, mother of Queen Elizabeth. And Queen Elizabeth's sister, I don't know who that is. I can't remember her name. I don't even know if I've heard her name. But... wow, guys, that was so interesting. 85 years ago. I got to say, I thought that... I think this is... the crowd seemed just as enthusiastic about this coronation as they did with Queen Elizabeth. With color, it was a little bit easier to tell kind of, the detail and whatnot. But overall, it seemed like the crowds were, really ecstatic about this. I just wonder in today's modern age, what's going to happen with the coronation of King Charles, because I've heard from many people saying that he's going to have kind of a tampered down version of the coronation. It's not going to be as extravagant, so to speak. I don't know if that's the truth. I've just heard that from a number of people. Something about that, the way the society is, they want to keep it a little more low key than, the other coronations like King George's and Queen Elizabeth's. But that'd be interesting to see how much fanfare there is around his coronation. I'm sure, I know there's going to be a lot of fanfare and a lot of enthusiasm. I just wonder if it's going to be on par with Queen Elizabeth and what seems to be King George's coronation, the amount of, the amount of people that were super excited about it. This is interesting stuff. I love history. I just love seeing this stuff happen and learning about this process. I now feel like I understand quite a bit more about the monarch and different things about it. When I first started my journey, I didn't know anything. So just the fact I can tell with the way I know what a queen consort versus a reigning queen and things, little things like that now, I just can tell I really am learning and retaining a lot of this knowledge on this journey, which is what I was hoping for. I was hoping to be able to retain this knowledge. And obviously I'm watching so many different videos and learning so many different things every single day. There's no way I can retain every bit of knowledge I learn in every video. But, I'm doing the best I can to come and rehash new things, trying to piece things together and really learn everything I can about the British people and ultimately the Irish people as I start, moving into doing some reaction videos about Ireland as well. But guys, this was pretty cool. I really enjoyed this video. It was nice to see this history and kind of see that the coronation process was pretty much the same, at least from what I could tell. And I'm sure it'll be mostly the same for King Charles. And I will definitely check that one out when it happens. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that like button. And don't forget to leave your comments if you have suggestions for other videos that you would like me to check out, or if you want to add any context to this video, please feel free to do so. And also don't forget to subscribe to continue to join me on this journey to discover my British and Irish ancestry. Until next time, guys, peace.